Hello and welcome to Johnston Community College's English 111 Online Fall Semester 2025. I am Professor Jason Morgan, and I am your guide, your mentor, your cheerleader, all those things as we go through this class. So this is the Watch Me Second video where I kind of just walk through how the class is set up. If you haven't done so already, watch the Watch Me First video. That's very important. Okay, so the way that this class is set up is that the navigation is all kind of here on the left-hand side. And if it's hidden like this, you can always just click on that and it'll come back up again. So the way that this works is that we'll have these first three things you'll have before class starts. And then at the beginning of every single week, you will have, it'll post the night before, at midnight basically, a video that walks you through exactly what we're doing for this week. And you have to watch these, and I'll explain why it's super important to do that. So that's all under the announcement sections. Now the other things that we should be aware of, let's go to the course information. Okay, my instructor, so there I am. Yes, I am getting old. It's a thing. That is my email address. That is the only way you can get a hold of me. Okay. And so make sure that you email me using your Johnston Community College email address. That's super important. So that's the email address that you need to do that. Also under the instructions, there's the syllabi, general policies. And again, we'll kind of go over more of that in the week 1 module and what we need to do. But then we have the course schedule. So please note, all assignments are due on the dates listed unless otherwise noted, and no late work is accepted. Okay, seriously. Write that down. Tattoo it on your forehead. Mail yourself a letter that says no late work is accepted. Okay. Also, that the computer files have to be a docx or a PDF. You can't try to, if you try to upload something like a Pages, which is a Mac thing, or you link on like a Google Doc, I'll send me a link. No, it has to be these things, or Blackboard has a problem with it. Okay. Now this course schedule shows you exactly what we're doing for the whole entire semester. Whee! Okay. And so this is kind of a nice little way of kind of guiding you what we're doing. So for this first week, you'll see that the course is really broken up into modules. And there's modules A, B, C, D, and E, and I'll show you that in just a second. But this course schedule is just an overall, like, what are we doing for any particular week? Now, you'll notice the due dates, okay? So the way that I work as far as the assignments. So, now this class starts on August 15th, which is a Friday, okay? But in a normal week, okay, so let's say, the week of the 18th. So the 18th is a Monday. So Monday is English day. So on Mondays, you log in to see what we're doing. And you'll also notice that that is the same day that things are due from the week previously. So I give you a full week and a day. Okay, so you have a full week and a day. So make sure that when you log in on Mondays, you make sure you have completed the work beforehand, and make sure that you start working on the stuff. And again, that video that I watch, that you will watch, will explain that. Now, this magic word quiz, in the videos that I post in the announcements that explain what we're doing for the week, I say a magic word, and you're quizzed on that, and you one try to get that, and it's part of your grade. And I started doing that because I was creating these videos showing people what to do in class, and people weren't watching the videos. And then they would email me, I don't understand. What are we supposed to do with this assignment? I'm like, well, did you watch the video? Well, no. Can you just tell me? I'm like, I did in the video. So yeah, so this is actually, since I've started doing this, the students actually enjoy that because they look for the magic word, and plus they actually learn what they're supposed to be doing for the week. Okay, so but this is just the overall schedule, but how do you do things? Okay, well, that's where we go to the modules. So when you click on modules, okay, now at first when you log in, you won't see the modules. You'll have to take the getting started, but and I'll explain that again in week 1. So the getting started, there is if you click on the getting started, and you can ignore the little note there for the whatever, you'll see the enrollment verification quiz. So you have to take this first. You have to take the enrollment verification quiz before you can do any of the assignments. So to take the quiz, all you have to do is click on the link, and then you just begin the test, and it does allow multiple attempts. Okay, so as soon as you finish the test, then when you go back to modules, then you'll see all the rest of the modules. You'll see module A, B, C, D, E, and F. And then there's the grammar and punctuation style activities. This is where we do the work. Okay, this is where we can access the work. So for example, in module A, we need to take the magic word quiz. So in that week 1 video, I'll do the magic word. So how you would access these assignments is you'd actually click on the module, and then you'll see there's all the assignments. What? Yeah. So, and again, I'll go into more detail in the weekly videos on how to do stuff, but there's the quiz, there's the introductory quiz, and all sorts of stuff. So that's how you access these assignments, okay? Now, what's else over here? Collaboration, that's just a link that we use. So we will be doing like these discussion boards. They're actually the discussion boards. You can still do them here and access them here. This is just another place where you can access it under collaboration. So you don't sweat that. Now, when we go back to modules here, okay, one thing that you will be doing in this class is, so you have these individual modules, but there's also these grammar, punctuation, and style activities, and there's like 30 of them, okay? So we'll just take a look at them. There's 14 there. Oh, it was more like 33 or something like that. So you do math, 14 plus 9 plus 7, okay? So you have to do all of these during the course of the semester, but I kind of break them down, so if you do 3 a week, you'll finish in plenty of time, okay? But this is how you can access these particular things, and again, I'll show you more detail in weeks coming up. But you can also, at any point in time, you can access these grammar, punctuation, and style activities by just clicking on this link right there. It's the same, it'll take you to the same place. So like if you look at the course information, and you'll notice like, hey, on August 25th, it says complete at least 3 grammar, punctuation, and style activities. You're like, how do I get to that? Oh yeah, I click on, oops, where is it? Up there, boom, grammar and punctuation and style activities. That's how I do it. Okay. And again, this is the instructor view, so you see a few things that you wouldn't necessarily normally see. Okay, this class uses an e-textbook called Connect by McGraw-Hill. Okay, and I'm going to give you some really important tips for this. Okay, if you need support for your textbook, then you can click on this right here. This is where you can get support. I am not technical support. I am not technical support for this, okay? Actually down here, this is also a great place, e-textbook support. So if you click on that one, you can actually call them. You can, if you click on this link right here, it'll take you to a place where you can email, or you can do like a virtual chat, and more uses on using the textbook. So please, 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 if you're having issues with your textbook, do not email me, because I can't fix that, okay? You need to call tech support. And how do you access your textbook? Well, I'll show you all that in week 1, okay? So, I will say also a couple of things that the 2 biggest issues that you'll have with your using the textbook is solved right here. So you need to make sure your pop-up blocker is allowed on when you're using the textbook. So if you're not sure how to turn on your pop-ups, then this right here, this down here at the bottom where it says pop-up blocker tutorials. So depending on if you're using Chrome, Firefox, Safari, or Edge, this shows you how to turn on your pop-up blocker. So if you're trying to use your textbook and you can't, nothing seems to be working, try this first. If that doesn't work, then they tell you to clear your cache and cookies, and there's the instructions to do that. So instead of going, so if you try those 2 things first, they say that solves 98.7% of the problems that people are having, okay? And then there's just other resources over here on the side. So again, what you're going to be doing on any particular week is when you log in for the week, you go and you'll watch the video for the week. Make sure you watch it all the way through to find to see what we're doing, but also to find the magic word. Once you've gotten that done, then you go to the modules, and you actually then say, okay, well, this week I've got to do these 2 assignments. So you would click on the module, and then you would actually do the assignments and that are based. And again, if you're not sure which assignments you're supposed to do on any particular week, again, you can go back to the course information, and that shows you exactly what is due and what we're doing for every particular week, okay? So there is that. So that's kind of how the class is laid out. And again, just stay in tune, stay in touch. Oh, one very last thing. If you need help, okay, like with your papers and stuff like this, please, oh please, use the tutoring services for students. It's free. Okay, well, that'll take you to a different page where you can go ahead and log in and do that kind of stuff. Okay, but if you email me, so now I even got out of my class here. Whoops. Okay. You say, hey, Professor Morgan, I've written my paper. We take a look at it. The answer is no. Okay, you're going to submit it to me when I grade it. Okay, but if you need help with it, there's actually people who get paid to do that. It's the tutors. Yeah. So anyway, that is it. That's how we're kind of starting out this class. So again, for the specific things on what we're going to be doing for week 1, watch the week 1 video, and we'll go from there. All right. Thank you so much.